Okay, pulling handles, here we go. Right, what I have here is I've rolled out some clay. These are what I prepared earlier. I've rolled out some clay, cut it into sections, and all I do is just run my hand backwards and forwards, and that puts a slight taper on it, and tap it until it flattens out a little bit, and you put them to one side just to stiffen up a little bit. So that's the prep of the handles. Right, I'm just going to pull these handles for you. Hopefully you can see them. I can't believe it that I had to have the blind pulled down because the sun's so bright today. There's too many shadows and the camera won't pick up what I'm doing, so I've had to drop the blind on the first beautiful warm day we've had this year so far. I spent all winter trying to get things dry and trying to work in the darkness of the winter, and now it's a nice bright sunlight. I've got to drop the shades, so c'est la vie. Right. Also, the pots, the handles I'm going to put on these mugs. I've had to actually cover the mugs up in the window here under polythene. I can't believe it. There we go. British weather. So this is the these are the pint tankards that I threw the other day. And all I've done is I've cut them off with a wire so you get a nice spiral pattern. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll just tilt it there. I've just thumbed off the bottom there, so I undercut them with a tool on the wheel, took them off, and I've just rubbed the bottom out. So I want to keep this nice spiral. Now what I'm going to plan to do is, as it gives the shell shape, I'm going to put the handle here. It's not OCD. It's just a nice little twist to what I'm doing. They're firm enough now, so you've just seen me how I make the handles. I don't pull handles to begin with. I used to, but there's no need to when you're doing things like this. I just roll them out and then I pull them on the pot itself. So I'm just going to see if I can't do all of this in shot. Pick where I want the handle to be. Just going to score it. Where it needs to be attached. I'll put some slip out of my throwing bucket. Old toothbrush. Put slip on here. I don't put slip on these because they're quite soft, so it's a question of using your thumb to spread it out. Score it a little bit, not much, just so that the clay on the pot can mix into it, and wiggle it backwards and forwards until it bites. It's not going anywhere. Smooth it on. All the way around. And I'm just going to give you a long shot now. Right, I'm just going to dip it in the water. Nice wet hand. I'm using the top of my fingers and my thumb here just to make sure it's smoothed into the neck of the handle. And it's just a question of pulling down. I'll turn it through 90 degrees. I'm keeping the base higher than the rim, and that is so that the handle will give a nice spring. So I'm sort of pulling down at an angle, if you see that. I'm trying to do it for you, and it's a bit not how I normally do it, but I'm doing it for the camera. Now I'm smoothing it this way and then that way. Sometimes you get a little bit of lump at the bottom, just nip that off. That's more or less how I want it. It's just a question of offering it up, looking at it so that it's straight, nipple off the bottom, smooth it in, and don't mess with it too much. And what I'm going to do now is stand it that way up so that the gravity will pull it downwards. If I put it this way up, the gravity would sag a little bit because it's very wet. So that's the first one. So I'll just do you another one. Put that somewhere. A couple of these are a bit drier than the rest, so start again. Almost did it wrong. Find out where the spiral is there. Score it. Slip. Put that down just to soak in a little bit. Take one I've prepared already. Use the back of my thumb. You can also use the end of a knife. If it's easier, then obviously the knife's in your hand so you can score it. Press it on. Bring it a little closer. That's not going anywhere. If you wiggle it backwards and forwards a little bit, it sticks. You can feel it bite. Very little water at this point. Smooth from part way up. The handle. And that's ready to pull. You can see it tapers. Wet it. Use this part of my hand just to finish it off next to the body of the mug. Hold it at an angle, start to pull it down. I'm just using this part of my finger and my thumb here to pull it. There's no need to grip it. And always pull straight off the end of here. Don't stop halfway because you end up with a bulge at the bottom. Because I'm doing it at an angle, it's pulling at an angle, so I need to just have a look at getting it vertical. There we go. Narrowing it down a little bit. Lift it up. Nip the bottom off. Stand it that way up. There you go. Another dozen of those to do. Okay, that's my way of doing it. Don't forget to check out onlyk.co.uk and I'll see you next time.